Let's try and get some steps. This is one of the things I always have on a cruise ship, is to try to get healthy and maintain body weight. It's so difficult, all the great food. And honestly, aboard this ship, food is amazing. Well, in general, with Norwegian cruise lines, it is great food. Okay, let's check some of the places where we can do some steps and how many steps we do in each one of the locations. Yeah. And as I go there, let me pass by one of the areas I definitely love on this cruise ship. Quite a big crowd, isn't it? And everybody running away from the shades. Everybody wants the sun. Yet on deck 17 we do have the jogging track, but as we can see, it is full of chairs. Anyway, at this moment in time, they're taking out the chairs and now we can see the jogging track clearly. Yeah. Well, during the day, I'll tell you, just don't come here to do the jogging and getting your steps here. It's close to impossible. But anyway, I'll do one lap to count how many steps we have. As you can see, the jogging track here on deck 17 is completely full with stretchers. So it's good for people to have their sunbathing, but not for jogging. And having all these stretchers becomes very difficult to navigate here. We would have to avoid people. Of course, you'll do your 10,000 steps no matter what, but it will just take a little bit longer as it goes through it. And we do have to accept that there are people that walk much slower than we do, so we walk at the speed of the slowest person that is doing the laps. And I do have some disappointing news. One lap on deck 17 on the marked jogging track is only 300 steps. That's close to nothing. So to get to 10,000 steps that you want to do on the daily basis, that's 30 laps plus. Let's check other places where we can do some walking and some steps around. For privacy reasons, I'm doing this at this later stage where you basically have almost no people here. I'm filming this at 5 p.m. I'm walking now to deck 8, which has got the waterfront. And of course, as I walk up and down the stairs, you can imagine that walking down, but even better, walking up is a great form of exercise because you have to carry your weight on your legs. So do the climbing of the stairs. Between 2 floors, it's 16 steps. Not bad. One of my favorite places to get my steps is the waterfront, and this is on deck 8. And why do I like it? Well, it's outside. It does have the view to all the restaurants because like the terrace of every single restaurant, the specialty dining is here on deck 8. And this deck 8 has also this fantastic view to the ocean. And you make U's. We do the walk in a U shape. And during that U-shape, we make actually 500 steps, which is more than the deck 17. And it's also fairly low on people here, so we can walk any time of the day. It's really a great place to be and to come. So not much of a hassle, we got good views, we enjoy doing our steps, and 500 steps to do this lap. Some bar along the way if you want to get some energy for the remaining of your trip. I don't know, a margarita, so that you spoil whatever steps and benefits you've been getting from your walk. But it is a nice way. And also another good thing is because it's a U and it goes through the back of the ship. It does the only part you can't go is in the front of the ship. So by going through the back of the ship, we change from the side that there's the sun to the side that there's the shade. At this moment in time, I am at the shade side, but soon enough you'll see me approaching there and do the sun side. I'm passing now by Cagney's. It smells so good. It's one of my favorite restaurants here on board the Norwegian Joy. So good, all those steaks. Well, I'm a steak lover. And yeah, you'll see by the sun, I'm getting into the sun side now. Having the opportunity to enjoy this beautiful scenery, the sunset. It is so good. But at any time of the day, this is the place where we always get the sun. Well, it depends on the itinerary we're doing, but at this moment in time, we're getting the sun as we go south and passing by more restaurants on our way. So don't forget this U-shaped walk gives you 5,000 steps. So by doing 20 laps, you got your 20,000 steps, but you can do a mix and match of the different locations as to enjoy the views much more. Always wondered what these smaller ships that are together with the tender, these are the command ships. So in case they have the operations needed, you only have to look at this ship, wherever it is, or this boat, and it will be commanding the operations of the tenders. It's such fun. Yeah, it's smaller, so it just takes the people to manage and coordinate, and it's much faster ship. It's a cool thing, isn't it? And of course here, let me show you, we do have the tenders. So if a problem arises, these are the boats that will take all the passengers. Hopefully they have enough space for all of us. We are 4,000 plus crew on this ship. And as you can imagine, this is usually one of those places by the tender boats that we can do some of our steps. And I'm just counting to see how many steps we have in this corridor. Unfortunately, this corridor doesn't make the U-turn. It's just straight on the side of the ship and back, and you've got both sides. Well, you will do only one of the sides, you know how many times you want. You can select if you want the shade version or if you want the sunny version. It's night. I've got such a cool story for you guys. And a big shout out for another YouTube cruise channel, Kirk and Tori Story. I'll put a link below so you guys can check them and subscribe to them. They are a very cool couple that I was just talking to, and like me, they just around that challenge to get to the 1,000 subscribers, and they just got it recently. I'm still needing to get there, but with your help, we'll get there. Okay, and that's why I ended up talking, and therefore I have to finish the video during nighttime. But it's so worth it. So I was there chatting for 2 hours, and hopefully we will do something together. Awesome. So do subscribe to the channel to see all that fun story happening. Yeah. I just did the full one way. So a full lap, we would say it's go back and forth on this place. So it's roughly 250 steps to do just one way, which means go back and forth 500 steps. It is cool. And as you can see, there's usually nobody here, really nobody. And this is cool. So we've got deck 17, we've got then deck 8, and now I'm on deck 7 where the tender boats are. And this is a really good spot to be. So my recommendation, yeah, for you to get your 10,000 steps is probably do a little bit of mix. I love this spot. And this spot you can select if you only want to do it on the sun, or if you only want to do it on shade, or even at night. The good thing is there is nobody to bother you. And you have this beautiful, I love this blackness of the sky. Incredible, isn't it? So I do hope you enjoy. To know that there are ways to keep you healthy on board the cruise ship. It is so important for weight control. I am very careful with this. And this is how we do it. So hopefully you've been enjoying so far, and do subscribe to the channel. I'm really this close to get to the 1,000 subscribers, so it's very nice if you could do that. But of course, only subscribe if you like, eh? A good subscriber is worth its value. Well, do subscribe if you like, and there's a lot of other stuff that I can show you.